Hey guys, just wanted to remind you that I have my very own glitch flavor called Falcon Smash. Want to know what it tastes like? It tastes just like landing the best Falcon combo you could imagine. So amazing. If you want to try it for yourself, make sure to go to glitchenergy.com and use code LarryLurr to get 25% off at checkout. Let's talk about the Rob problem. So, Rob, some of you guys may not know this, but someone collected a bunch of data and it showed that Rob has the highest win rate of tournament wins offline. This was before the pandemic started. He has an incredibly high win rate. I think it was the same thing online as well. Like, I think Rob just had like a really high win rate offline and online. And if you look at Riptide also had, I think it was 6 Robs that placed in top 24 or something like that. So Rob is a character that he wins a lot. There are a lot of really good Rob players and he wins a lot. I also mentioned in one of my previous videos that I think he's going to be one of the most impactful characters in the meta, like one of the 5 most impactful characters in the meta. If you haven't seen that video, I definitely recommend checking it out. I still stand behind what I said. Rob is in that category. He's very impactful to the meta. He does a lot of things incredibly well. He's just nuts. Something I want to bring up as to why Rob is so good is projectiles. You know, he has really strong projectiles. He has this move. He has this move. They're really good. The reason why zoners are so good in this game compared to like the previous Smash games is the way the shield mechanic changed. So before, in order to like power shield a move, you would put up your shield and then it would power shield and then you could act faster and stuff like that, right? In Ultimate, that's not the case. You have to put up your shield first and then drop your shield to power shield. The reason that's so big against zoners is that when they're throwing out a projectile, in a lot of cases, you don't have enough time to like put up your shield and drop your shield. You're not gonna be able to easily inch forward the way you would in the previous games. Or that strengthens projectiles a lot in this game. And then the other thing is that, I mean, Rob, honestly, I don't know why they did this. They did this to some other zoners as well. But they give a character that like has zoning tools, right? Strong projectile zoning tools. And they gave him absurd up close buttons. He has very, very, very good buttons up close that can be safe on shield. He also has this, which I think it's definitely one of the best projectiles in the game. It might be one of the best items in the game as well. There's a lot of stuff Rob can do with it. He has a 0 to death with the gyro. The gyro is just an active hitbox. You know, you can throw out the gyro. You can have it on the ledge. It'll hit the opponent on the ledge. There's basically like a sweet spot where if you get it, it'll hit below the ledge because the hitbox is pretty active. There it is. You can do that. It'll hit below the ledge. It's really active. Something else you guys may not know about the gyro is that depending on which direction you're facing, when Rob throws it, it'll send you in that way. So typically when you see Robs do like they do that to up smash, it's because they threw the gyro down and it's gonna hit the opponent into them. Yeah, let me just show you. So you do this way, they're gonna go right. If I throw it to the left, they'll go left. It's ridiculous because if you know the opponent's gonna get up, if you think the opponent's gonna do ledge jump, regular get up, you throw the gyro, you do that, charge up smash, it'll like pretty much always work. Basically, Rob has this. That basically kills that can kill at 0. Like I've seen matches where you hit people with that at 0 and they just die. It has a lot of stage control. There's also like a lot of situations where, like, let's say Rob's at a certain percent or the opponent's at a certain percent. Rob can literally chain down tilts together. You can do this. Like, he could do that. That'll push the opponent into the gyro and it'll like knock him into Rob and he can come out and up smash. There's some cases where I'm pretty sure down tilt up smash is like a true kill confirm with Rob. Like that can work. It's just very frame tight. Rob's down tilt is ridiculous. It comes out frame 3, which is insanely fast, and it's -5 on shield. So just pressure with this move, and in a lot of cases, if he hits the opponent at low percent, he can put some characters in like this messed up 50-50 where they either have to like try to jump away, but Rob, if he reads the jump, he can fair them, or he just continues to down tilt them and they're like stuck in shield. It's definitely like character dependent. Like some characters have better ways of dealing with that, but then there are some characters that don't, and they're kind of just screwed. It's freaking up air. Rob's up air. Move is nuts. if you DI it wrong, you'll die insanely early. That being said, if you DI it properly, it's not as insane of a kill move as you think, but I feel like a lot of people just don't DI it properly. It is scary though, because your DI can get mixed up. Like in some cases, it's kind of odd to know which side you'll end up on for the final hit and which way you want to DI the up air. You'll watch people play in tournament and you'll see them get up aired by Rob and they just die like insanely early. Please tell you how to DI. You want to DI down and away, but you have to look at like where you'll end up on. I'm pretty sure like the thing about Rob is that his up air is similar to Sheik. Like it's not as crazy as Sheik's up air in this aspect, but depending on how Rob drifts, I'm pretty sure he can kind of alter which side you end up on, which can make it even harder to DI in some cases. His down throw is kind of scary depending on like how fast you can mash. Like if you mash slow, then a lot of the confirms that he can do will work like more easily. So you can do this. So if you mash slow, you can do down throw up smash. Mash fast, you should be able to avoid down throw into up tilt for like a decent percent. Same thing with down throw up air, but still like a pretty good move. Oh yeah, neutral air. Like, okay, Nair's biggest weakness is the startup. It has a lot of startup. I'm not going to like try to say it doesn't. It comes out frame 14, but once the hitbox is out, the hitbox itself is pretty disjointed. Yeah. So the hitbox, it looks like this. Obviously, it's not covering his entire body, but I would still say that hitbox is still pretty big. And when you fight a Rob that knows how to position himself to hit you with a hitbox, yeah, it's rough. Like, it can be hard to challenge if he's able to like put himself in the right spot. But what makes this move more ridiculous, it auto cancels literally the frame after the hitbox ends. It's ridiculous, the fact that it can do that. What that means is that if you position yourself right, when you nair with the Rob, you could probably make it positive on shield. Either positive or like safer than it is on shield already. And it's already pretty safe on shield. It's like -4, -3 depending on the hit you get. Like even or -1 if I'm calculating it right, yeah. So that's like still incredibly safe. His recovery, I would say, is pretty good. If you know how to like mash the up B, you can like go pretty far with it without like wasting that much fuel. Like his biggest flaw is that he has fuel. If you just like up B and just immediately do this, like he won't go as far. But then if you kind of like time when you use the fuel, he'll go significantly further. And he also has the added mix-up of being able to jump out of his up B now. Because before he didn't have this option. So he can kind of just up B, double jump, be immediately at the opponent and hit them or do something like that. It's like a pretty solid mix-up. Rob will recharge fuel so long as he's on the ground, I'm pretty sure. Like, he has to be on the ground in order to recharge it. So, if you're constantly being hit off stage, you won't be able to recharge the fuel. But yeah, regardless, like, that recovery is really good. He can stall out his recovery a decent amount of time. Like, obviously, he can't do it infinitely, but he has a lot of ways to kind of stall his recovery, mix up his recovery, make it hard for the opponent to edge guard him. Can also attack while he's recovering like this. It's good. Of course, he has good edge guarding as well. He has the gyro, side B, which is incredibly active. That kills super early. That's like the ending move for his like 0 to death combo that he can do. If you read the opponent, if you read how the opponent's gonna recover off stage, read that the opponent's gonna go low or they're gonna go high, and they side B them, and they'll kill them at like some absurdly low percent. Like I think I've seen that kill like 30%. I've seen a Rob kill the opponent off stage with side B at like 30% or something ridiculous like that. Side B used to be a meme move, yeah it did, but now it's messed up. Something else funny about side B is that it can reflect. Yeah, his side B can reflect projectiles, which a lot of people forget about, I feel like. But yeah, he has that option to use it to reflect projectiles. Just to add more to his edge guarding, he can also down air. He has one of the best two-framing moves in the game, in my opinion, with his down air. Not only does it spike, but it hits incredibly low. The hitbox for down air is really big. Look at this. Bam. That's huge. That is a huge hitbox to hit the opponent with. I would say even if you don't get the spike, it's still solid because you can hit the opponent off stage. I've seen it stage spike sometimes. Just the fact that he has a move that can hit that low is pretty ridiculous. Back air can also two-frame, believe it or not. It's definitely harder to do, but like if you space yourself right, you can two-frame with it. Like, you're probably not going to do that, but it's possible. Solid edge guarding moves, good ledge trapping. I kind of mentioned it with the gyro. Gyro kind of covers a lot of stuff. Good kill power with up air. I would say his neutral is pretty solid because of the projectiles, the fact that he has super safe moves on shield. Oh, he also has a kill throw. His up throw can kill at higher percents, and if there's a platform beneath him, it makes it even better, so he has that. Rob is a character that has strong zoning tools, but he also has like the frame data of a rushdown character for the most part. Like his tilts and stuff are like insanely fast and safe. It's kind of crazy. Oh, and then I guess to add onto it, like he has solid weight, he has good survivability. Oh, his up smash. Let me talk about his up smash a little bit more, because I did mention that he can combo like down throw and up smash. Up smash out of shield's also a pretty solid option. It's frame 4. So did I say that up smash was frame 4? I meant frame 10. My bad. Like he has a pretty good out of shield option that covers like both sides of him. Obviously the range on it's not like crazy big, but yeah, if the opponent's close enough and they do something unsafe like that, you can get killed. Let me bring up Rob's flaws, because I do think Rob has a pretty significant flaw, or I won't say significant, but it's definitely notable. I think Rob, being as big as he is in his weight, he's very easy to combo, so that's like a huge issue that he has to deal with. I also think, depending on the character, this is not an issue for every character, but versus certain characters, he can have a hard time landing. Some characters, they have a hitbox that's like good enough to like combat neutral air, so he can't just nair out of his issues. Although he has the ability to like mix up his landings with up B. There's some characters that are just really good at juggling Rob and keeping him in the air. So it could be hard for him to get solid footing if he gets hit versus certain characters, because they just do a phenomenal job of keeping him in disadvantage. I hear a lot of people saying that Rob has no issues, but I do think that's like one of his major ones. It's actually like really rough, depending on the character he fights. Rob just has a lot of really good tools. He can kill insanely early, he has great frame data, a really good top tier character. Honestly, I mentioned it before, like in terms of results, Rob is the most winningest character in Ultimate, which I think says a lot. A lot of people are currently, you know, they're saying, oh, Pirate Mithra is the best character in Ultimate. It might be Rob, honestly. Zachary plays Rob. There's a lot of Rob players, and I feel like his meta has developed really well, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's still things that we haven't seen with Rob that could further strengthen how strong he is in the meta, because he honestly has a lot. He has tools to deal with a lot of stuff. Like the fact that he can kill really early, and he says all the other tools he has is pretty scary. Did you mention holding gyro gives him a frame 4 out of shield option? Boo Honkas, I have not mentioned that. Thank you. Yes, okay, so yeah, so similar to Diddy, if Rob's holding the gyro, he can do that. He can basically just like jump and drop the gyro. So if you're in front of Rob, or if you're facing Rob and you hit his shield, he can now like do this drop shield and then nair, which can also lead to a 0 death. If you do it right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can combo out of that if you do it right. Even just gyro, so just throwing gyro to shield is frame 7. Yeah, so Rob does struggle out of shield if you're shielding his back. Yeah, that's true. I do agree on that. If you're pressuring Rob from behind, he definitely doesn't have like as many good out shield options. I mean, you do have up smash, but even up smash could be a commitment if you miss it. Oh, that's right, you can footstool out of shield with the gyro. But yeah, Rob is a good character. Guys, all I'm trying to say is that whenever you see someone complaining about Pirate Mithra, I need you to tell them, bro, what about Rob? He has more tournament results. He has more tournament wins than any other character. You gotta bring that up. Complaining about characters in general in Ultimate's kind of like, every character is ridiculously good, and there's not any character that I think is like Meta Knight, Brawl Meta Knight, or like Smash 4 Bayonetta levels of like ridiculous. As much as people want to say there is, there just isn't. No character in competitive Ultimate is comparable to Smash 4 Bayonetta. Zachary dropped Wolf for Rob. Dude, Zachary was ahead of his time. He knew the truth. he knew the truth before anyone else. But yeah, anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, tell your friends about Rob. There's a problem. Make sure to like, comment your opinion on Rob, and also subscribe to the channel. So yeah, see you guys.